What's going on, folks? It's Kspadetheprospect, and I'm back today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team gameplay. Now, this gameplay is a little bit older. It's not real old, but I told you guys when I brought you the live commentary that you guys wanted the live com so bad that I jumped over a lot of good gameplays. So I'm just going back picking up some of them. No big deal. So, of course, the Falcon uniforms are me. You guys are probably shocked to see Russell Wilson starting at quarterback. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this Russell Wilson is like a 78 overall. So this is not like the beast Russell Wilson. But this is when, look at Russell run though. Do the damn thing then, Russell. But this is when I was kind of in between quarterbacks. I didn't want to keep running with Cunningham. I didn't want to use RG3 because everyone else did. And this is before I got the cam. I went out and bought a cam on the auction block. But anyway, enough of that. So this is the first drive of the game. And if you guys are paying attention to the video, you're noticing you're not seeing any run plays. Now, I was running some run plays. Big pickup, Martellus Bennett on the fourth down right there. I was running some running plays, but this guy's run defense was great. I mean, he got some defensive linemen that just didn't feel like dealing with the run. It was just like, nah, we ain't all right with that. Shutting it down. And I felt like I needed to pass, and he had some good pass defense as well. You see, that was a coverage sack. So on 3rd and 15, I missed X. X was open right there, and I just had to wait until he freestyled this route. Nice little precision pass to drop it in. That's A.J. Green. His hands are pretty sure, and that puts us in a 1st and goal situation. Now I'm trying to go back to Frank, and look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This guy is firing off the line. Great. And I see X right here. Nice little precision. That's A.J. Green again coming through. Nice drive. We start the game off 7-0. We eat up a quarter and almost basically 2 quarters. So we giving this guy less than a minute to score. That's what I like to do, man. I Pac-Man this clock. So you see my defense showing up on the run as well. Now look at this play here. Now I cut that off. I'm Ed Reed in that play. I cut it off. But as soon as I realized he had Chris Johnson, I was expecting screens. And that's really the correct way to use a player like Chris Johnson. He is so fast. If you can get him off into the open field, a lot of times you can get some big yardage. So I was expecting that. He's trying to use it here. Even though I don't get the pick, I definitely break that play up. Come on, man. Going back to the screen. That was ours. You know what I'm saying? Got my defense over there, shutting that down. 3rd and 11. Dropping back the pass. Oh, that's a coverage sack, man. That's a coverage sack. I felt like I beamed in on the one guy that he really wanted to get that pass to. And we're going to go to the half with a 7-0 lead. I got the ball first. If you get the ball first in the Ultimate Team, if you don't score, I feel like that's your ass. That's just what I feel like. So I'm kicking the ball off to Ted again. Number 31, I don't know your name, but sir, you are responsible. And wow, Ted again. I've seen guys break it outside. This guy ran straight up the middle of my special teams, and nobody made the play. 7-7 game. Basically 3 minutes still left in the third quarter just started. So he's kicking it off to Devin Hester. Devin doesn't like to be outdone. Spinning, breaking a tackle, bouncing outside. And you guys already know. If I'm talking Devin Hester, when I say breaking it outside, the next thing I say is touchdown, right? Who can catch Devin Hester? That boy he's a hurricane, man. You can't, it ain't no canes. You ain't running down no canes. 14-7 game. I'm kicking it back off the tee again. This time, I'm expecting to run up the middle. He does just that. I don't even click off the kicker. I don't know if you saw me out there, but I brought 2 would-be blockers up the field to deal with me, and I'm a kicker. All right. So now he's going back to the run. Chris Johnson, I still feel like sweeps and off tackles are what's best suited for him. You see right here, he tries to run somewhat up the middle. My defense ain't having that. I mean, Chris Johnson is a good running back, but that's not how you properly use him. 3rd and 3 right here. In a little man situation. That's a nice stop right there. My defense was on that doggone tight end before he even got the ball. 4th and 1, I expected him to go. Hell, I would go 2. And this play call was exceptional. I really thought he was going to keep it with RG3. That was nice. And what made it nice was that he didn't just rely on it. He just pulled it out right there. And speaking of pulled it out, just when I'm not expecting the screen goes to Chris Johnson. And this is what I was afraid of. Lucky for me, I run him down with Morgan Burnett. That's called a good pursuit angle because ain't no way Morgan Burnett can catch Chris Johnson. I come back and make another stop with Ed Reed at the goal line. He's going to go no huddle. And we got, about 20 seconds at the end of the third, before the third ends. He goes for it again. We make another stop. Then he goes to the huddle. He said, I'm going to call a play. and a nice toss. This is what I'm saying about these speed running backs. And Terrell Suggs had a great angle, but that speaks volumes for just how fast Chris Johnson is. So we got a 14-all tie. I got the whole fourth quarter. I'm planning on coming out here Pac-Man in the situation. Look at this move. Ooh, I wanted to juke back out to the left, and Percy would have been gone. I don't know where Devin Hester was at, but Percy would have been gone. So I'm going back to the run, and he's still not having it. I get 4 yards on that play, so it makes me go back to the air. I want wide right here, but he did a great job of taking away the pass I wanted, and I didn't have enough time to check down and find another receiver. I'm lucky I didn't get sacked there. 4th and 6, I elect to punt. I got to trust my defense. My defense has been playing pretty good. I just got to watch for the screen and maybe watch for some read option type mess. Maybe. Here we go. Now he's using Chris Johnson the way I feel like you should, even though he got creamed at the end of that play. That was a nice play outside. Right here, that was a smart play call. I shifted my linebacker so he went with a counter to the other direction. That was a big gain. Clock is ticking. I need the clock to do its thing, and he goes back for the screen. I was fighting off 2 blockers, but it don't matter. Terrell Suggs was right there to shut it down. 2nd and 14. He really pulled the screen out a lot, and it was only successful that one time. I was expecting to run here. He caught me. That's what I do sometimes as a safety. My eyes shouldn't be in the backfield, and they were. Nice little hitch route. All right, so we get to stop there. 2nd and 10, we're now under a minute, and I'm just telling myself, whatever you do, Spade, don't give up the field goal. Make him work for it. He goes back for the run. Man, what can I say? My defensive line was doing their job right there. 3rd and 14, and he had to just get it out of there. He almost got sacked. Funny, because I almost got sacked on my 3rd down. He does the same thing I did. He punts. He wants to try his defense, test him out. I'm going to try to advance this thing with Ed Reed. You know, Ed's older now. He ain't that fast. Needless to say, we in regulation in a 14-14 tie. Coin toss. I'm the visiting team. I get a chance to choose. I always go with heads. I don't know if you guys are old enough to hear my theory on this, but an older cat when I was young, he told me, anytime it's a coin toss, you treat it like it's a pretty lady you don't know nothing about, and heads is always safer than tails. I don't know if y'all old enough or ready for that, but that's a true story. I got to give you the truth. So now in this overtime, man, if I can, I really want to hit him with as much run as possible. I got a 4-yard run. I come back and play action out of that same formation, and I hit Martellus Bennett. That's how we got the first. Now, look, I'm going back to Frank. Even if they're not pretty yards. Look at Frank, though. Look at Frank. Frank going to fight, and that's what I like about him. You see right here, 3 seconds on the clock, the first overtime drawing to an end. It don't matter, though, folks, because the overtime is just going to roll into the next one. So I don't lose anything by not scoring there. And I'm going back for Frank. Frank taking a big hit right there, but, hey, y'all know what's up. Frank is a hurricane. Can't stop them hurricanes. So I get in the end zone. This was a real balanced game. I feel like the guy didn't cheese. He played a hell of a game. I just got lucky and got the coin toss. We're going to pull out the win. Russell Wilson celebrating. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. That's all I got. I'll catch you on the next one, folks. Peace.